inspired me to make movies and television shows. And so would you give a standing ovation to the gentleman as he comes down here, the one, the only, Mr. Fred the Hammer Williamson! Love you, man. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Where they find you at?
Come here. Come here. All right, coming down. The Hammer. This is my favorite film. I had to be here. Sir. Come.
Wounded warrior.
Here we go. I got you. Have a seat. I just came in. I saw this. If this is okay with you guys, if it's okay, because I want to talk to you.
How much is this going to cost me, man?
Oh, shut up. Let me say this. You are a living legend. You have had many lives. Football field, killing them hard on the football field.
10 years of pro football, Oakland Raiders.
10 years of pro football. And then, so I'm going to start this interview off, and thank you for letting me come. I just saw it in the newspaper, and I said, I'm driving down from L.A. I'm going to come and see my hero. And I was watching women's basketball, and I was like, basketball, I got to see the legend. So here's the deal.
Yeah.
How did you make the transition from football to being a star in the movies?
Well, it started when I was probably 6, 7 years old, when everywhere I went, I drew attention because I was always in a place I wasn't supposed to be. But I didn't know they were looking at me because they didn't like me. I thought they were just looking at me because how good I looked as a kid. And so I thought all this attention was positive. I never considered the fact that it was negative coming from them looking at me because I was giving back positive, right? So I says, well, I didn't know I was black because they didn't make me feel black because I didn't really care. I just got attention. So I said, in my life, what can I do with this attention? So it put me in the right direction,
Okay.
I graduated with college from an architecture and engineering degree at Northwestern.
Wow.
Again, I was the first black athlete at Northwestern that they gave a full scholarship to because of my attitude, right? You can't say nothing negative to me, about me, without me agreeing with you. I don't fight you. I don't fight your intelligence. I don't question your intelligence. If you have nerve enough to say something negative to me, then you must be okay.
Where does that come from?
Comes from being stupid.
Explain that.
Well, I didn't know. I didn't get it, that they were looking at me in a negative way. I considered all this attention positive, And when I graduated from high school, it's because I walked a certain way to school, and my mother and family said, don't go that way because the white people are going to beat you up. And I'm thinking, I go that way every day, Mom, and they're looking at me and staring at me, and I feel this is something positive. This ain't negative. They like me. That's why they're watching me. So I never had this depression, this negative being less than somebody that I was. I always felt I was better than what my surroundings were.
So talk to me. 10 years in the NFL, and then after 10 years, what's the first acting? How do you know you want to be an actor?
I wanted to be an architect. So I graduated from Northwestern as an architecture and engineering, and that's what I did. And they came to me when at Northwestern, I was an All-American. But that just came easy too, because it's the same attitude that I had, And so I didn't know what I wanted to be. I had no idea what I wanted to be. But I know everybody kept telling me what I couldn't do. And you don't ever want to tell somebody what they can't do who have a positive attitude about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
You can't tell me that I can't do this, because then you're just going to inspire me to go do it. So I became an actor only because I knew that I needed something more challenging than life was giving me.
Right.
And I knew that I had to overcome a lot of obstacles to become an actor or a movie star or whatever it was. So I jumped into it just as a competitiveness to my attitude and to my character, not because I wanted to be a movie star. That was not my goal. I was already the baddest dude in the neighborhood, man, so what more can you want, dog? I mean, I could walk down any street anytime, any night, and didn't worry about nobody bothering me. You're not called the Hammer for nothing.
How did you get the nickname the Hammer? Tell me, because I've heard different stories, but how did the Hammer come about?
Well, as I said, I was at Northwestern. I made All-American every year. 4 years I was All-American at Northwestern as a pass receiver, a catcher, a guy that had speed, you know, had the audacity to run over people after he caught the ball. So I said, I got to find something better than this. And they came to me, the pros came to me and say, you want to play pro football? I said, I'll think about it. They said, okay, you come and think about it. And they drafted me, 49ers drafted me. Okay, so I go to the 49ers. First day in practice, everybody's wearing white shirts and jerseys. They give me a red shirt. I said, why are you giving me a red shirt? That means I'm special? I'm something that you look forward to? They says, no, son, you're going to play defense. I said, what do you mean defense? Don't you know who I am? My nickname at that time was Speedy because I was 220 pounds and I ran the 100. I went to college on a track scholarship. I ran the 100-yard dash, I ran the 200, and I won the shot put. I was a Big Ten champ in 3 events, 100, 200, shot put. A weird combination, okay? Wow. So they give me a red shirt. So you're gonna play defense. So okay, I'll give it a try, but I don't know how to run backwards. I can't defend anybody. So after about 2 weeks, I was looking really bad. I mean, anything they wanted to do to me, I mean, they just run by me, do whatever they want. And I wasn't looking really good. Coach Red Hickey came to me and he said, son, you're not doing really well. You disappointed us. So if you don't do something better in the next 2 days, 2 or 3 days, we're gonna have to cut you and you can send you back home. I said, what? You're gonna send me to Gary? You're gonna send me to Chicago? I'm the baddest dude in the neighborhood. I can't go back and tell them I couldn't make a little poot butt football team. Are you kidding me? So, okay, I said, okay, here's what I'm gonna do in my mind. First guy come out was an offensive pass receiver named, he was tough. He was the best receiver in the game. So I get about 2 inches off of him. I could tell you what he had for breakfast. I could smell his breath. Coach Hickey, 49er coach, says, God damn it, Williamson, get back. He's gonna make you look stupid. I said, shut up and hike the ball. So they hiked the ball and, you know, hot shot pass receiver, give me a little move like this, and I went, knocked him out. Red Hickey come over and says, God damn it, Williamson, what are you doing? I said, I covered him. He said, well, back up. Stop hammering my players so I could get some pass offense in. So that's what I used to do. I didn't worry about covering you. I was bigger than you because you couldn't get past me. Because if you went that way, you got this. If you went that way, you got this.
That's when the hammer stuck.
That's the hammer.
Wow.
I didn't have to cover you. If I knock you down and knock you out, I don't have to cover you. Right? So that's how I got the name Hammer.
So let's talk about this movie, Black Caesar. Round of applause again. Did you not enjoy the film? Let me say this. I own this film. I watch this film a lot. I study it. You give a tour de force performance in this film. I mean, you go from all kinds of emotions. You're a gangster, you're cool, then your mother, the emotion there, then your wife, and all of this. So talk to me about, you know, and I know Larry Cohen directed and wrote this.
Larry Cohen did, he directed, but, you know, this is my life. This is me. This is kind of what I've gone through in my life. People misjudge you. People try to misuse you. And my whole attitude in life is, I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. You don't like me? I don't give a shit. It's okay. I'm not gonna dislike you because you don't like me, but I don't give a shit. If that's the way you feel, I don't care. So when they asked me to do this role, I knew that I had to go through a lot of emotional changes. Mm-hmm. But I'm willing to expose myself because I have no confidence, because I have so much confidence in my life and my attitude, I don't mind exposing weaknesses. If you don't expose those, then you're really not a real person, man. You know, some things in your life are gonna hurt, and some things are not gonna hurt. So I let my emotions be open in this particular role, because I know this character had to go through so many transitions and deal with so many people who treated him differently. So I allowed myself to go and experience these emotions. And I never lost my identity, because it helped me find myself by going through all the things that this guy went through. Because I'm already a bad mother, you understand? You know? I'm martial arts, I got 2 black belts, you know, and Taekwondo and Shotokan. I can beat you up and make you love it. So I don't have to do that.
Okay.
I don't have to beat you up, you know? All my challenges have been mental. All my challenges in my life has been mental.
Talk to me, shooting this film, the scenes where you guys are stealing the locations and you're shooting on Fifth Avenue and you're shooting in Times Square and you're shot and you're going through it, people are trying to help. Tell me, how did you stay in character?
I had blood that was fake, and I pinched myself and hurt myself on purposely so that I could feel some pain and suffering. Some of it was real, but it was really strange when I fall down on the sidewalk, guy comes over to me and tries to help me up, and I don't allow that. You know, I said, no, get away from me. Get away from me. You know, but it was all real to me.
No, here's the thing. You were in the moment. So that's why I was like, you know, you're leaning against the thing and the whole thing. And you could see people, because you were genuinely in it, everyone wanted to come over and comfort you. And even the guy, when you have the Tiffany box and he knocks it out of your hand, I know that was an accident.
Most definitely it was an accident. But he picked it up and gave it back to me. And in my mumblings, I said, "Take it, man, get the fuck out of here."
Oh my God.
It was all real, man. To me, it was real. And to all the people watching it was real, because there weren't any cameras. The cameras were far away. A couple of cameras were close, but people thought it was real. I was falling on against the wall, fell on the floor. I mean,
well, the thing is that the camera positions, thinking as a director now, you had those hidden camera positions where wide shots.
well, they had a zoom camera across the street, out of the window. They had the zoom on, you know, and you could shoot close shots with the zoom lens that they had. So they weren't really that close.
So they pull back.
They pulled back.
Talk to me about the actors. D'Urville Martin and his nephew's here. Where's his nephew at? D'Urville's right there. Talk to me about working, because the two of you work so well, and y'all did a bunch of movies together. What was it, the chemistry? What was it about you and him working together?
I discovered DeVille at a club, and we talked, and I understood that he had a character about him that was a smile. So I said, I need a guy in film like that, my best friend, my buddy, because I beat up so many people, kicked so much ass in the movie. I need somebody to take that edge off. So he was the light side of my heavy side. You know, if I hit a guy 25 times, he'd say, "Why'd you hit him so many times, man?" You know? So he was, you know, he made the film work for me. He was a great sidekick because it was a balance. I was the heavy and he was the light side. That's what made it work.
The scene at the end where he really becomes a minister, and just your reactions to him, that everybody, I was laughing, you know, but it was just because he was like, "No, let me say it," and he went there.
It wasn't even in the script. It wasn't in the script. I came in, and he didn't even know I was wounded. I came in, because it wasn't in the script. And I came in with the blood, and then I played to him, he played to me. So he stayed in character. He played the character who he was. There wasn't that in the script. None of that was in the script. It was all me and him.
Well, there's a authentic feel to it, where it's seamless, where we're like watching, but you're allowing us to come into a conversation as opposed to actors.
Well, if you listen to the reaction of the people watching it, you know, you can tell that they were into it because it was really him, and it was really me playing off of him because I didn't know what he was going to do or react. So it worked. You can tell by the reaction of the people watching it.
Now talk to me, watching it today, Julius, your dad, Julius Harris.
Yeah.
Talk to me about working with, because he, we don't see that many strong black men on the screen and two black strong men having a real conversation. Talk to me about creating that relationship.
But he was a leader. He was a leader. He was a guy that we knew name-wise. We had never met him before. Me and DeVille talked about him. But he had an image of being a strong black man and a strong man, period.
Yes, sir.
And what I needed was somebody that I could challenge and would challenge me back. Mm-hmm. And the audience could see that. He didn't go down. His character didn't become less because I backed him in a corner and threatened to kill him. His character become real, why he did what he did, and tried to explain that to me and tried to get that over to me, knowing full well that I was about to kill him.
Yeah, yeah.
But all that wasn't in the script either. No, that wasn't in the script.
So how did you guys, so here's my thing. Larry Cohen is a hell of a director. Yeah. I mean, his camera work is just brilliant, yeah. But sometimes actors don't say anything or say, hey, my character should do this or we should do this. How did you guys collaborate?
Larry depended on me. He depended on me because he had no experience around black people, how they react to things. He counted on me. And I said, that doesn't work. And he said, well, how would you do it? And I said, this is how I'm going to do it. And then he put the cameras in the position. And then, because there were so many good actors in the film,
yes, sir.
All you had to do was feed off the person next to you. You got to hear the person you're talking to. You got to listen to what they got to say. That's what creates your reactions. Because your actions don't come from reading the script. Your actions come from you delivering your lines and delivering your attitude to me to make me respond to you. Mm-hmm. So it worked out because I helped cast people, who...
Talk to me about Gloria as your wife. Give her a round of applause. She played a range, man. Range. And the two of you did a dance.
Well, the toughest thing in the movie to do, as you full know, is to do a love scene.
Yes, sir.
It is not an easy scene to do, especially if you're married. It is not an easy thing to do, to kiss another woman, to caress another woman. One eye's on her and one eye's looking over here to see.
If you can go home that night, it's like you were a little bit too much. Your lips were a little bit too close to her. You seem like you really enjoyed that.
It was not. It was the toughest scene I ever did in a movie.
Wow.
The love scene is all love scenes are tough, man. Unless you a weird kind of guy. But out of respect, you try to make it real, mm-hmm. and if they respond to it, then it becomes real for a moment. But it can't. It's the toughest scene ever to do in a film.
Wow.
It's a romantic scene.
Well, so let me say this. The reason I'm here is because I saw this in the theaters when I was a kid, and people say black exploitation, and I hate that title. The reason I hate that is that it wasn't about exploitation. It was that you were a hero and you were doing things that I had never seen. We didn't have people of color doing that.
Yes. It was, what's disappointing about this terminology of black exploitation, it came from a black magazine company, Ebony Jet, created this title of black exploitation because they were upset about me kissing white women or Mexican women, anybody but black. So they called it a black exploitation movie. I had to retaliate and say, who the hell is being exploited? I'm making money, I'm making a living. Where is the exploitation? I had a big fight with Ebony and Jet. They created this terminology, and consequently, it destroyed the movie business for the blacks. Blacks became less and less hired because they were afraid that their films would be called black exploitation movies. I mean, I've done like 50 films, and sometimes I'm the only black in the film, and they still call the film a black exploitation movie. It meant nothing to me. I don't understand what it means. I don't understand what it meant. But
No, same, because when I would hear, because here's the thing. Until you came onto the scene, Max Julian came on the scene, there was only a handful of guys that, you know, got the girl, talked trash, and could fight back. Other than that, we was, no, yes, I was, you know, we were that.
But see, my rules, my 2 rules in Hollywood, 3 actually. 1, you can't kill me in a movie. 2, I have to win the fights.
I love it.
And 3, I get the girl at the end of the movie if I want her. Now, I gave them that one because I know they wouldn't give it to me. So that was my out. Okay, you can take that one. I don't want it anyway. I'll take these 2 over here. You can't kill me, and I win all my fights. It's in all my movies.
Wow.
That's the bottom line of any movie that I'm in. You can't kill me? Because how can I explain it to a young brother who idolizes me that you let this guy beat you up, man, beat you up? If they beat me up in the film, believe me, I'm coming back at the end, and I'm wiping him and his family and his dog and his cat out, right? Because that shows how bad he is, right? That he had the audacity. And he beat me up the first time because he cheated. Hit me with a rock, hit me with a bat or something, and I go down, man, so I'm out. But it's coming at the end, I will retaliate, like they do.
Yes. No, it's real talk.
They do the same thing. How many times John Wayne been beat up in a movie? How many times Clint Eastwood beat up in a movie? Every movie, Clint Eastwood is hanging on to life like he's gonna die, man. Then you see at the end of the movie, he killed 22 people riding a horse. Okay.
Exactly.
How come I can't do the same thing?
So here's a question I have for you. When did the entrepreneur, you know, when was that guy born? Because you then went overseas and got your money over there, and you were writing, directing, producing, starring. When did you go, I could take on everything?
Well, like anything else, if you're gonna be a success in anything at all, you have to understand the business of the business. You have to understand the business that you want to be in. It's more understanding how to do it rather than doing it, because if you don't have the opportunity to do it, you will never get a chance unless you create your own knowledge of how to make it happen by yourself. So I understand in Europe, I'm not a black actor. In Europe, I'm an action star. Only in America am I a black actor. That's how over there the respect is, you're a good actor. You know, I like what you act, I like what you do, it's all believable. Here, you're a black actor, so they want to give you black roles. I know what the hell is a black role, you know? That is the big difference in my life. I have #1 movie playing in Germany right now. Okay?
Wow.
Somebody's here from Germany. Atomic Eden is playing in Germany right now. Okay? So
wow.
My image abroad is much bigger than in America. So
wow. I'm going to open it up for questions because I took over this whole thing. Thank you for letting me do this interview. I just love this man. Thank you so much. Please support the theater. So we're gonna take some questions. And thank you for letting me talk to you.
No, we can do it all night.
I love you, man. That's why I'm here. I see. I'll start here. This gentleman right here.
And let me get the microphone to each of you.
Yeah, I feel like this is one of those great films that could never be made again. It's very controversial. There's rape. There's a lot of killing. It's definitely a depiction of like the era that it was shot in. What do you think about the film now, in retrospect?
Well, they don't make those kind of films anymore. Blacks don't have that same power that they had back in the 70s because they called the film black exploitations. And so the white audience would say, why do I want to go see a film with a black guy in it when they called it a black exploitation film? So they killed it. They demised it. So what you have left now maybe is 4 or 5 black actors in the whole goddamn industry. You got 4 or 5 black actors that are working all the time. So I wasn't going to be a victim. So I went to Europe, where I knew they loved me. How can you not love a tall, dark, and handsome black guy? You know? That's how I feel, dude.
Next question. This gentleman right there.
Gentlemen, can we give it up for them? Can we do it again? Before I ask my question, nice little respect for Jim Brown and Jim Kelly with him too. Three the Hard Way.
Yes, yes.
And you too. How did James Brown get the screen to score the entire film? How did it happen?
That's very simple. We know that there's great black music around everywhere, but you never seen before that a black composer or black musicians doing a film. So I went to James Brown, who we were friends at the time, and I said, I want you to do this for me, okay? And you can keep all the money for the music.
Ooh.
The music is yours. You just do it for me, read the script, and you do it for me. And that's how James Brown got involved.
Wow.
You know?
But that was a brilliant move because he was at the top of his game.
Yes.
So, and that song paid the cost. People still play that in movies.
Papa got a brand new bag.
Yes, sir.
And did anybody else hear the DOS Effects sample in there? Blind Man's Alley. Did anybody hear that? Anybody hear that? Yeah. Everybody knew that. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. Next question. Oh, right here. Why don't we go right here in the...
I don't have a question. I just want to. I drove out here from Vegas. I live in LA, but I've been tracking you for a minute.
Yeah.
My man Kevin Dunnan. You know Kevin?
Oh yeah.
He told me I've been staying in touch with Kevin, trying to find out where you're gonna be at, man.
Well, just remember, I'm bigger than you.
That's all good. I know. I'm a martial artist too. I'm an actor.
Taller
director.
than you, and I'm bigger than you.
I'm a martial artist too.
Come to me with a smile, brother.
Hey, but I got so much respect for you, brother. It wouldn't be none of that with me and you.
I know, and I got a gun.
Listen. It's all good, brother. I just wanted to pay my homage, man. I drove from Vegas to tell you how much I appreciate you, how much love I have for you, how much you mean to me, how much you've inspired me, and just, man, just the mentality. I have the same mentality. And when I discovered you, it gave me that confirmation about believing in yourself and not ever backing down, not ever letting anyone tell you what you can't be or what you're not. Being the hero, being the one that stands up, being the one that has that, yeah, I'm the man.
Yeah.
We're not trying to be anything less.
You sound like me, brother.
I'm trying to tell you.
Sound like me,
When I
brother.
saw you, when I discovered you, it was confirmation to continue on.
Because I've been saying this even all my life. I don't have to be on this stage or talk about a movie. That is my philosophy my whole life. And people understand that. They call me cocky, okay, smart ass. And I agree. I don't fight it. I'm cocky. I'm a smart ass. But I'm tough.
Right,
And I will fight.
right,
And I will win.
right.
Maybe I don't win the first time, but then don't turn your back because I'm coming back.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
But it's the life of I live. Look, dude, I'm a reformed thug from Chicago.
Right.
Okay. I've been called every name that you can think of as a black man.
Right.
But that's motivation to me because that means you're watching me.
Right.
You're looking at me. And you're jealous because you can't be me.
Right.
And that's how I feel. That's what my lifestyle has been about. Overcoming me. Not overcoming you, overcoming me.
Right.
Doing my best all the time.
Right.
That's what I'm about.
You call it, I'm not going to go any further, but just says last thing. You say cocky, you say all those things. What I see is supreme confidence.
Yes.
What I see is someone that's motivating people to go higher.
But they got to name it. See, they see and they watch you, but they give it the name. You just agree to it.
Right.
Doesn't mean that I'm that or those things, but let them think that, and that's okay.
Right.
As long as you don't get in my way, it's good.
And
Let's take a few more.
Robert, one last thing. I appreciate.
Brother,
I'm done. I appreciate you
Yeah.
1,000%. And before I leave, I want a picture of both of you guys.
Yeah.
God bless you. I appreciate you.
God bless you. God bless you. Last couple of questions, and then we're going to wrap it up.
But let's not forget what this young man here has accomplished in his life. Let's not forget
Thank you.
that. Don't forget that nothing in his life has been always positive. There is a fight in him that makes him what he is.
Thank
He
you.
has the same fight that I have. If you don't like what I do, that's okay.
Well, see, it started with Hollywood Shuffle, which people don't know, was shot in 12 days.
Yeah.
12 of the hardest days of my life with me and a young man named Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Yeah.
And when I saw, I have this T-shirt. I wear that T-shirt with your face on this poster right here. When I saw the movie, And Keenan and I would talk, and we go, we want that.
Yeah.
And it's like when somebody says they don't make, like you say, they don't make these movies anymore. They don't. Like when I was watching it tonight, there is a texture and a fiber in the film that doesn't exist.
I even cried in a couple of scenes watching it tonight.
You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful. It was beautiful. That's why I'm saying you gave a tour de force performance. And again, and here's the thing, but when you think about movies like this, it's like, how many days did y'all shoot this in?
14.
14 days. So you've got to be moving, grooving, got to get it. Maybe it's 2 takes, 3 takes. How many takes were y'all doing?
No. That never got past 2, dog.
Really?
No.
Like that whole sequence in the cab, I loved. I was looking at the compositions.
Yes.
They're running behind it, and then it's like, and you're laying in the star.
The horn had more power than we did because we didn't tell anybody we were going to be on the sidewalk.
I was asking, I was thinking, I was like, how many stuntmen did they have there?
No.
And I just see people like this, like, oh.
Blowing the horn and hauling down the sidewalk was real. Those people were jumping out of the way because we didn't.
Oh my God!
And when we finally ended, and I jumped out of the car and rolled on the sidewalk, the cops came up and says, "What are you guys doing here? Shooting a movie? You got a permit?" I said, "Yeah, she's got the permit." I always point to my wife. She's got the permit. By the time they get through talking to her, we're gone, man.
No, I love it. Last couple of questions. Here we go. We're going to be. This gentleman right there. Yes.
Thanks a lot, Fred, for coming out. I was 14 when that came out, and they wouldn't let us watch it at that time. My question to you is this. How close was the vernacular in that movie to the time that you shot that movie?
That's a heavy question, about run it by me again.
Okay.
The vernacular.
In other words, did people actually talk like that back in the 70s?
They still do.
Yeah, that's right. Still do.
Well,
This nigga, I tell that nigga.
Yeah, this nigga
No. I'm talking about white people to black people in the streets of L.A., Detroit, Chicago, New York.
Oh yeah, it hasn't changed, man. It hasn't changed. It still exists. The only thing that's changed is that nobody gets angry about it anymore. You know, like this is my favorite nigga here, right?
Right, but there was a time when that didn't happen, though, right?
But you're talking about the time of the movie, you know.
Right.
You go back. You got to go way back, man.
White people weren't calling black people niggas back then, though. I mean, they were, but not.
But it had no power.
There was no filter.
It had no meaning. It didn't mean anything. Like I tell you, this is my nigga.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what it is now. But I mean, back then, that was a fist fight back then, though.
But no, it was. You know, here's
my neighborhood it was.
Here's the thing. I when I look at like watching the film today, the film is fearless because they chose to tell truth.
I agree.
This truth exists now, but
they won't
now
tell it.
Nobody will tell the truth. It'll be like, like, what are you doing in here? It won't be like in there. They're like, nigga, get out. It'd be like, what are you guys doing? Can I help you?
Yeah, and what's your point, Whitey?
Yeah, right.
It's like that. The gentleman in the back, because we haven't taken any questions, way in the back there.
Let my daughter ask a question. Go ahead.
Yeah, what's up, dog?
So sorry, just one quick question.
Yeah.
I'm a recent college graduate, and many of my friends are in film, and I was an English major, and I studied like culture as my minor. I was an Africana Studies minor. And so this question is directed for both of you. What words do you have for young black creatives who are trying to break into the industry and write their stories? And we really like Blaxploitation movies. I know there's so much criticism about like the name of the genre, but we really look up to like looking back and drawing inspiration from that. And I was just wondering, what words do you have for us?
Get another job.
We're working on it.
Get another job.
No, here's the thing. Let me say this. If you want to be a filmmaker,
you have to understand the business of the business.
yes. Some people say show business, but it's the business of show. And so the only thing that I would say is that when I, talk to students all the time, this man is a fearless warrior. Like as he was talking tonight, he's talking about how he pushed down all that dumb stuff and said, I'm doing it. I think a lot of this generation now is afraid. Like when I was doing Hollywood Shuffle, they shot with 35 millimeter film. Now you could make a movie on your iPhone. So it's like, how hungry are you? The only thing that's gonna stop any of this generation is fear. because you go like, am I good enough? And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Did you do your best? Did you do your best? That's all. Like right now, you know, sometimes people don't challenge themselves. Like I get inspiration from, you know, this gentleman here because he's always done it. So I always had a, you know, an eye to focus on to say, he's doing it, I can do it.
There's a commitment that you have to make, and that is, this is what you really want to do. If it's what you want to do, then there's no obstacle or negative that can stop you. When there was no work available for me because there weren't, the so-called black films died down, I started looking around to see how I could create my own company and do my own thing. And I decided that I would take my company to Europe. And once I went to Europe, it was a whole lot different. It's not how much money you have to make a film, it's what you do with the money that you have to make the film believable. You can do a story, you can do a $50,000 film if you're working with friends. If the story is real, and you're real about what you're doing, you can be a success.
Real talk, real talk. Question back there. Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Hey, thank you. How's it going?
Very good, White.
Yeah, very good, bro.
Got that smooth voice. Hey, how y'all doing, baby?
It's good, man.
Okay.
Go for it.
Go for it.
Listen, first off, I'd like to say it's an honor to be in your presence today. I'm
Uh-oh.
a childhood fan. I loved you from a kid.
Uh-oh.
My mother used to take me.
Well,
Matter-
hold on. I can understand your mother liking me. I can understand that.
No. What I mean, what I'm saying is, I respect and love the fact the
Yeah.
things you did in your movies.
Yeah.
You know, when we grew up as kids.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, let me share something with you. Your movie was shown right around the corner, right here. I'm from Santa Ana. Your movie was shown right there on Broadway,
Yeah, I know.
right around the corner.
The Woods Theater.
What was it?
The Woods Theater is where all my movies.
Broadway.
Yeah.
It was 49 cents on Broadway back then. But anyways, man, I love you. I love the movies you made. One of my favorites was Bucktown, USA.
Bucktown.
That was one of my favorites.
Bucktown.
I dug that, man. But I know you got a lot of things to discuss with others. One more thing, not to take shine from you. Robert Townsend, I love you too, brother. I've been watching you from Hollywood Shuffle. Meteor Man was one of my favorite movies.
Thank you.
So, brother, I appreciate you as well, man. And I walked right past you and didn't even see you. We was outside. Okay, one more thing. My mom wanted to say something to you now. I'm done.
Your mom is here?
Yeah.
I just want to make a comment. I love all your movies, and I still look at Bucktown, Three the Hard Way, Black Cobra. You were fine in them movies. I used to love just to watch you with them clothes on. You was a fine brother.
As you hear my mama talking and stuff,
Yeah.
you better stop it.
But I understand how she feels. You know, I am a self-made person, man. They call me a troublemaker in the white neighborhood because I'm always when I'm 6 and 7 years old, I'm always someplace I wasn't supposed to be because I didn't know that I was not supposed to be there. And my mother used to say, when I walked to school, you can't go over this way because there got too many white people over there, they're gonna bother you. And my mind is telling, Mom, I'm walking that way every day. But I can't tell you because I know you'd give me a whooping. But that's the way I went because I thought, again, all this tension that I got was because I was so tall, dark, and handsome, you know? Not because they didn't like me, because nobody would dare come up to me because I got another image going too. They don't call me the Hammer for nothing.
Well, last question.
Robert and Fred, I just also wanted to point out we have also in the audience, we have, if anybody remembers Richard and Willie, the ventriloquist, from way back when, Richard Sandfield is right there.
Oh my God,
Hey,
the
Rich.
legend himself.
What's up, Rich?
Richard, come up here, my brother. Come up here. Join us. This is an evening. Whoa. Come on up, my brother. I'm gonna slide this chair over right here. Yes. Oh my God, dude, I love you, man. I love you. Come on up, my brother. Come on up. Have a seat.
This wonderful actor told me he's 82.
No, 87.
80? Oh, God, I'm 88.
87, dog.
Good God. Do we have the same mother? We're so close to power.
I'm not touching that question.
This is a man I love, too. Sammy. Thank you. Wonderful person. Let's hear it for Sammy.
Hey. Sit down. You have that seat right there. So since you have joined us, I got a question. Oh, you gonna give him a mic? Or, yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I got a question for you, sir. To be a ventriloquist back then, how did you break those barriers? Because they didn't have many of us. When did were you watch, because I had those tapes, because I wanted to be a ventriloquist. And so it was, what was it, Arthur, what was his name? The biggest.
Edgar Bergman?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So how did you start?
Well, I started because I came to LA with $125. That's what I had when I came to LA. Today I'm a multimillionaire. But back these the Kings of Comedy, I sold 13 albums.
Wow.
One with Red Fox, one with Richard Pryor, and it made money that I thought I'd never have. But I had to make something. I said, this is a rich town. There's a lot of money here. I just want a little piece of it.
How'd you learn that?
Now we have a house overlooking the ocean.
How'd you learn this? How'd you learn this talent that you
I
have?
love this city, and I love it. You were my man, especially this guy. That movie, what was it? Hollywood Shuffle.
Yes, sir.
It blew me away.
Thank you.
This is wonderful people. They came up the hard way. Nobody gave us nothing. We had to earn it. You had to earn it. I used to practice 10 hours, 7 days a week.
Say that again. How many hours you practice?
10. I told the kid, when I cut an album, I told him to put my den up under the door. I don't want to come out. I got to write an album called Richard and Willie meets Red Fox. No, what is that? Richard Pryor meets Richard and Willie in SLA. That was my top seller. That was with Patty Hearst.
So can I ask you a question? How do you rehearse? I mean, are you in the mirror and then you go like, say I want, do you slow it down? I mean, how do you?
I hope it's better than that.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Tell me how you rehearse. I've never.
In front of a mirror.
In front of a mirror.
8 to 10 hours, 7 days a week.
Do you do one voice at a time?
God, no. Willie was always on my knee all the time. We worked on voice.
And are you working your puppetry? Are you learning how to do all of this so his head turns and his eyes would move?
You work all that. And the work comes in there, and you have to write the material for the album. A lot of time I went offline. I came in working nightclubs at $4 a night. I worked my way with Nancy Wilson. All the big eyes. Huh?
Parisian Room?
You're right. That was my home club, the Parisian Room.
Okay.
And I went out with Nancy, Temptations. Once you worked the Apollo, everybody wanted you. And most of my material was social. It was social. I didn't just make funny jokes or dirty jokes. I talked about the president.
Give me some of your social material that you would do.
God.
Can you give me one of your top jokes? Your top joke. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause tonight. Come on, y'all.
Well, number one, my social material I talked about presidents. One of my favorite ones was, and it always got a big laugh and applause. That's when President Nixon was president. And I say, Willie always I was a straight man. He always had the funny material. And he would say things like, President Nixon's gonna die on the Negro holiday. And I said, Willie, how do you know President Nixon's gonna die on holiday? And he says, any damn day he die, gonna be a Negro holiday. And believe it or not, my wife is over there, and we went to Nixon Museum about 6 months ago. I admire everybody can make it to be president, whatever his politics. I always, in my social material, it simply was funny, and it got over. I went from $8 a night to as much as $5,000 a night, working with the big acts. I was always the middle act. But people they loved it. My materials were there. There were other black ventriloquists, but I was in the King Day Parade, and I invited him by competition. And he rode at me in a Bentley, matter of fact, beautiful car. And I told him one thing they didn't do that I did. I stayed social. and talked about social issues. So I sold lots of records, and today it paid off. That's all, just lucky. But these are the people that I admire.
Well, thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to keep everybody long. Round of applause for all the gentlemen tonight.